Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Anime Podcasters. Today, it's back with the original crew, the best people for this podcast. Hot.
It's going. I'm trapped alone in the room with you again. I thought those times were over. We've been having so many friends over lately.
I know, it feels like it's been forever since I've gone to just sit down across the continent and have a conversation about anime with you. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Likewise. That was just comedic timing.
Yeah, I know. I just want to give you guys a quick update, and we're going to hit you with a very special Q&A episode this time around. Very excited to have you guys all on board. Two quick announcements. First of all, if you have not yet, please consider going on ratethispodcast.com/animepodcasters and giving us a 5-star review. We would really appreciate it. We are trying to reach more people this year and grow the podcast, because literally, if they find the podcast and they like anime, they have over 100 episodes to go through of cringe. So, I also want to let you guys know that we have done the total switch. So I mentioned this on a previous episode that we are no longer going to be hosted on Wooshka. We are now hosted on Anchor. So for the few people who might have been subscribed to us on Wooshka, please take a moment and switch over to Anchor to stream the podcast. And Hotshot, I just remembered. Congratulations to us, because the YouTube playlist of Anime Podcasters has hit 3,000 views.
Jeez. Someone's actively clicked on us 3,000 times.
Thank you so much for clicking on that playlist, bro.
You're welcome. About 2,700 of me. We have 300 actual fans.
So you are your biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm an egomaniac. But seriously, guys, thank you for getting us up that high, and hope to aim even higher.
Yeah, 3,100.
I'm gonna be a bit out of it during this episode. Some things have been going on where I just need an easygoing podcast, so that's why we're giving you guys a Q&A.
Yeah, give us the quick update. Like, what's going on with your arm recently? Is it good? Like, what's going on with your arm?
So my arm, I did something at work a little while ago, so I'm currently out of work and resting my arm in a cast and a heating pad. So I'm fine, though. Don't worry about me. It'll get better. I'm seeing people, and they're saying I'm making good progress. But it is certainly on my on the forefront of my mind as opposed to everything else.
I totally understand that, but it's okay. Hotshot loves you guys so much that even with a broken arm, he will podcast.
He is stressing that, by the way. It's not entirely broken. I just want to clarify this. I know it's for the bit, but yeah.
All right. Let's do this for real. We have 12 questions to go through. I don't know how long this is gonna go, because some of these can be shortly answered or longly answered. So let's kick it off, Hotshot. Would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first? Pick any of the questions. We'll just go at random. I went over on the Facebook page and in some Facebook groups and on some other social media platforms, and we've gathered a good bunch of questions. So whatever you prefer. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first, buddy?
I'll go first. You did the intro, so I'll go first.
Fair enough.
All right, so I already have one that I'm kind of eyeing a little bit.
Do it.
And I just want to say, guys, if I mispronounce your name, I'm so sorry, but it's probably gonna happen. All right, so Sarah Folgaden? Sarah Folgaden has, again, I'm sorry. If you had to jump off a cliff, what anime would you jump into and why?
I feel like there's a little bit of hit in that.
Yeah. First off, can I just say I appreciate having to jump off a cliff into an anime? I personally would rather drive into a wall into an anime.
Oh my gosh. You just like drive into a big wall. You're like, oh, what's this big? Oh, it's just Broly. Oh man, damn it. Broly, get out of the way. Oh, I'm already in Dragon Ball. Damn it.
It's like, nope. I'm just gonna hit full on reverse, and I'm gonna try another hole. So what are your thoughts on this one? What would you do?
Honestly, I feel like it's a bit of a cop out, but I would love to be in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe, just to like because I duel good, bro. I'm a good duelist. I've been practicing the craft, and I'd be prepared for the actual events of the anime. You know, like if I get thrown into My Hero Academia, dude, I'm gonna die within like, the Legion of Doom is just gonna get me at some point. You know what I mean? So if I go into One Punch Man, dude, I'm gonna get one punched. If I go into Death Note, my name's gonna get written down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I land in Yu-Gi-Oh, first of all, no one dies in Yu-Gi-Oh as far as I know, but it just gets sent to the Shadow Realm, which, you know. Worst things can happen to you, or they get Exodia'd. I feel like if I could be in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe and I have my burn deck, dude, I'm gonna burn some people up.
Just don't go into like, don't face who Yugi's facing. Like, be his friend, but don't face who he's facing. That way you won't run into like shadow games or all that other shit. You'll just be part of a tournament and just have fun playing a children's card game.
Exactly.
So really, there's no risk.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh would be a good one for me.
I feel like it would. Like even if you do get involved like with the main characters, you're pretty strategic when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. But at the same time, you can lose just thanks to someone being extremely lucky, not knowing what the hell they're doing, i.e., me.
Is it? Are you picking Yu-Gi-Oh as well?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that when we did play,
I can't lose to you, man. My plan is foolproof.
All right. Well, you can't lose to me if you jump into that universe. You can lose to me if you stay in our universe. I've beaten you once out of blind luck.
Times. No, you haven't.
Beat you yeah, I did. I beat you once in blind luck, and then I've never won again.
Oh, right. That time I hit surrender because I felt bad for you. That's true. Yeah, you did beat me once.
That's just upsetting.
I'm kidding.
But, all right. So I'm going to answer this question now. I had an answer at the ready, but after thinking more about it, I think I would instantly die, as cool as it would be to be in the world. I was going to say My Hero Academia, but the more I think about it, I'm like, I am so just going to lose my shit and die immediately. Man. So I'm actually changing mine. I'm actually changing mine to Pokemon.
Well, are you going to catch them all? Is that what you're going to do?
I'm going to catch them all. I don't really care.
Dude, you can literally have a quirk, but you're going to catch them all.
Yeah, I like having animal companions, and having Pokemon is the best way to do that. I already know my starter.
What's your starter?
Cyndaquil.
Which one is that one again? I forget.
Cyndaquil is the fire porcupine one. The one that shows up in Gen...
See which one you're talking about. Yeah.
So, I mean, as cool as it would be to be in Hero Academia, I would say Pokemon, because it is just... There's not really any responsibility aside from taking care of your Pokemon and going and exploring the world, finding other Pokemon and just pure exploration stuff. I don't really care about getting all the badges all that much. I just want to like explore the world and find other trainers, have some battles, and catch as many Pokemon as I can. That just seems like a good time to me.
100%.
I know people have died in Pokemon, so I know death isn't exactly like a forbidden topic in that world, but at the same time, I also would have a fire-breathing porcupine by my side, so I think I'm okay.
I see what you mean. Personally, I just want to put it out there. If I could have a starter Pokemon, I would choose Sodom. Sodom would be the best.
God damn it.
No. Don't even try. Sodom would be an amazing starter Pokemon. He's just like the best. I can do it. Do you get it? Can do it.
If you guys want context, look at episode 90 of our podcast.
That's all.
Always got to plug.
Always got to plug. Dude, I transformed you and Anthony.
Well, Anthony, because he felt bad for us because we weren't getting any views, and then we got those 3,000. So that's all to thank for him.
From Simon Fox. Simon Fox says, "Who is the best anime kicker and why?"
Do you have an answer to this?
That's a really... I feel like it has to be, like, to me, like define the best kicker first of all. Is it someone who could kick the hardest, who's got the coolest kick? You know, what's the best kick?
The best kick to me would probably be like the flashiest or strongest kick, or like a character who exclusively fights with kicks, or like at least mostly use kicks.
I'm gonna choose Mike Guy because nothing beats a good old dynamic entry. Right?
I mean, honestly, if you're going Might Guy, I'd say Lee would be the better kicker because most of Lee's fights are with kicks. My Guy usually punches. Like, yeah, he'll kick with a dynamic
No,
entry,
I'm just
but
saying the
usually
best.
he'll punch.
Yeah, okay. But the thing is, my guy taught all of his techniques to Lee, so whatever Lee can do, my guy can do better.
Or at least my guy can just do. Well, not anymore. He's in a wheelchair.
Oh,
So I don't really think he's the best kicker
pushing your
anymore.
luck today. No, stop it, bro. You haven't seen Boruto, dude. He literally, there's one episode, or I forget what it was exactly, but there was like this fire demon or whatever in his wheelchair, dynamic entry from his wheelchair. It was hilarious. He just ran through.
All right, I'll have to give it to you. Just guy is not who I immediately think of when I think anime kicker.
Who are you thinking, Saitama?
No, Saitama doesn't kick.
So who?
He barely even punches.
No, you didn't even punch it.
No, when I think anime kicker, my mind immediately goes to Sanji from One Piece.
Oh snap! Really? You're gonna pick the guy who beat Rock Lee in a death battle? Are you really that sour against me, dude?
If you don't want me to, then I will.
Next question. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So let me explain. Let me explain on Sanji. I was gonna say shoot style for Deku, but when I think anime kicker, I think Sanji because literally from his first fight, it's all entirely kick based, especially when he starts using like he even earns himself the name Blackleg Sanji for his kick techniques.
Right.
I can't really list any of his techniques because I don't know his as well as I know, say, Luffy's. But I know they're always involving like stomps and kicking people hard enough to where they go through like several walls. So when I think kick, I think Sanji.
Fair enough. I think he's the stronger kicker, probably. Question mark?
I mean, we've seen Guy kick in like 8 Inner Gates mode, so probably not. But he's at least the best kicker to me. Like he may not
Fair
have
enough,
the flashiest kick moves, but he's definitely a strong kick fighter. That's why best anime kicker can be like it can be twisted to mean different things, like who has the best kick style or who fights the best exclusively with kicks or who kicks the hardest, so on and so forth. It can mean a lot of things.
Sometimes it's just who do you remember, you know?
Yeah, and Sanji is who I remember the most with kicks. Michael Conwall asks, I just finished watching Death Note. Where do I go now? You just stop.
Oh, wow.
You can stop.
I literally knew you were going to say that. I just had a feeling you were going to say something like that. Like, you go away or, like, something, like, to that extent. But no, like, seriously, he just finished Death Note. I don't know what you watched.
I have a thought of where to go. Like, it's a surprising thought coming from me. But at the same time, I feel like you would very much appreciate it.
Go ahead. I think I know what you're going to say.
I would honestly recommend Terran Resonance. Because, I mean, if you can sit through the entirety of Death Note and like it enough to want a show similar to it, but different at the same time, Terran Resonance would be a good fit to that bill in my eyes. Just because it's still on the intellectual side. You have to think like 100 steps ahead and everything else. And it still holds that kind of somber, dark tone to it. But if you're looking for something light and like the exact opposite of Death Note, then do not even bother.
100%. The other cool thing with Terran Resonance, which was going to be my answer as well, is that Death Note is very much from the perspective of the bad guy, you know, the whole time, Light Yagami. Terran Resonance is from the same perspective of the bad people, quote unquote, being Sphinx. So in my opinion, yeah, definitely Zenki no Terror has a lot of similarities to Death Note. It's much shorter. It's only 11 episodes, but it's good. It's really good. And just like Death Note, it's been banned in China. So there you go.
Because of the subject matter, or
yeah, I think
why
exactly
exactly
so. I think it's because of the subject matter. I know, like I mean, I'm referring back to episode 11 that we did.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can see why either one of these shows would be banned. Like, really anywhere when you really get down to it. At the same time, though, like just banning it is really going to make a difference.
Well, the thing that I was going, like, yeah, what I wanted to say though about the banning is that this is referring to an episode I did with Yuki back on episode 11, which was like years and years ago, and those animes were banned back then, back in like 2016, 2017. So I don't know if they're still banned. All I'm saying is that I know that they were banned back in those years, so I don't know if they've been unbanned since then. So all that to say that there's a lot of similarities between Death Note and Zenki no Terror. And the big one being that same perspective, same tone, both thrillers. Death Note is way more based in fantasy, and Zenki no Terra in reality. Both of the main people have flippy hair. Anyway, I'm just saying it's a good one. I think go watch some Zenki no Terra. Who was this question from again?
This was Michael Conwall.
Michael, yeah. So, anyways, go check it out, Mike. I think you'll appreciate it.
You got the next one.
I wanna. This is a question that I feel like I'm very curious to know your answer, Hotshot. I want to answer Tobin's question. Tobin Levine asks, "What are 3 anime that you will commit to watch this year?" Damn, that's like. That's like almost like what training regimen will you do this year? What 3 animes will you watch this year? That's tough.
This is like asking what your New Year's resolution is. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, you're not.
You want to go and do nothing.
So I'm gonna modify this to say I'm gonna modify this to what 3 anime do you plan to watch this year? Because I don't want to be.
Come on, man. Come on. For the question.
3 anime that I will attempt to watch.
One of them could be the next topic we're doing already. So
no, I know one of them was. That's what one of the answer was.
Good. You only have 2 more to pick. You're gonna be good. Honestly,
okay, fine.
You can choose like 2 OVAs that have like 1 episode each.
So the 3 anime commit to watch this year, I plan to finish, or I will finish, Assassination Classroom, which is a topic coming up very soon. New Game No Life 0, which is the movie that I still haven't watched, even though I love No Game No Life.
Definitely.
And catch up on My Hero Academia.
That's a really good and like very possible goal. I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, especially considering it's me.
And
now say that there's a new anime coming out, like, oh yeah, I'll definitely watch this when it's 2034.
You see, I also remembered seeing something about there's a new season of My Hero Academia coming out this year. So I mean, perfect timing.
Perfect timing to catch up. Yeah, I've kind of already missed my train on that on Attack on Titan. Like, it was even to the point where recently I went to go see my mom, my stepdad, or my stepdad and my mom. My dad and my stepmom. Jesus Christ. And my stepmom was asking me about Attack on Titan, but she was describing it in ways that, like, she was describing the very last season that she just saw a scene of, and she was trying to get answers as to what it was. So basically, she told me one of the last scenes to happen anyway.
Yeah, and then he grabbed him, and then the big monster ate him? What was that about? Mom, you spoiled it!
Admittedly, she went into more detail than that. Like, she didn't have any of the character names, but where I was trying to describe the beginning of the show, she was like, no, it was like, I can't even remember what she said, but I'm just like, yeah, that's like way later into it. I haven't even seen that yet.
Fair enough.
I can't even remember what she said, though.
Yeah, but from what I gathered, you and Kyo literally told me you'll never watch it. You'll never actually watch Attack on Titan. Because I remember Kyo saying on episode 100, literally, I remember this because we were like deep into my picks. He said like season 1 was a good ending point for him and that he's not going to go further than that. I feel like you agreed with that, no?
It's not that I agreed with it. It's just the fact that I agreed with him in terms of saying that season 1 did seem like a good stopping point for it. But at the same time, that was also when the games started coming out, the Attack on Titan games. And I just preferred to play those as opposed to watch the show. Because when you're watching Attack on Titan, it's a lot to take in. Like, it's a lot to handle at once. So playing something like that is just easier for me. But obviously, there's not a game relevant to the final season that's currently airing. So I don't have any idea on that. But one of my favorite characters' deaths has already been spoiled for me. So I don't really care anymore.
I feel like that was me who spoiled it, right?
You indirectly did, yeah, but then I saw like posts everywhere. So even if I didn't see yours, I would have seen it like the day later.
Okay, well, can we please just take a second and talk about that? Because I really want to talk about that.
All right, fine.
Okay, big spoilers for the final season.
You didn't, wait, hold up. You didn't list the 3 anime that you plan to watch this year.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You didn't answer the question.
I will answer the question. You're correct. The first one, so I was watching the Crunchyroll Awards last week or 2 weeks ago, and I came across this one anime that won Anime of the Year, and it's called Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched the first few episodes on Crunchyroll, and bro, it slaps so hard. It's like this mystical thing. It's like this kid who doesn't know he has like psychic abilities, or like ingests something to get psychic abilities. I'm only going to describe the first episode. And he's a high schooler, and in his class he has other people who do this club with like to find spirits and stuff. I'm gonna give you a very generic approach, and monsters show up everywhere, and it's crazy. It's action packed. The thing is, when an anime wins Anime of the Year, like when you get that Crunchyroll award, like I feel like you absolutely have to watch that anime. Last year it was Demon Slayer that won it. So to me, I was like, okay, if it's as good as
I'm not planning on watching every movie that's won the Oscars, so I feel like that's kind of making the same argument. Just because it makes an award doesn't mean I have to watch it.
No, I know, but it's Anime of the Year, and it's one anime every year, and this anime is like 13 episodes. You know what I mean? Like it's really not that big of a commitment.
I mean, like you just said, for Demon Slayer, that's one that I still haven't started to, but I really do want to watch it. I just haven't. So that's why it wasn't included in my what do I plan to watch this year, because I probably won't, even though I want to.
No, totally fair. The other one that I will commit to watching is one that ACR recommended. Tower of God won a bunch of awards during the Crunchyroll Awards as well. And it just looks really good. It just looks really, really good. And ACR has been like telling me, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. So Tower of God, Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like I mispronounced that. And the other one I'm gonna watch is one by Watanabe, who's done Cowboy Bebop, Zanki no Terror, Samurai Champloo. It's called Space Dandy. This one is like a very hotshot show. There's definitely pervy elements to it, and it's like this like space bounty hunter who's a big perv who goes across the galaxy.
Sorry, repeat the name one more time.
Space Dandy.
I think Kyo's actually introduced me to it. Like not to the point where I've watched any of it, but I think he's told me about it.
Okay, well, I have a buddy who like made me watch the first few episodes. I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna watch more of this, and then I just stopped. I'm gonna watch that one this year. So Space Dandy, Jujutsu no Kaisen, and in Tower of God. Those three I'm gonna commit to watch this year. So very different picks across the board, Hotshot.
A little bit. Actually, one other thing that I will watch, because this is currently on Netflix. Kyo's actually watched it and strongly has recommended. So me and him might break and watch it soon. Or he might watch it again soon. I might watch it for the first time. The Lupin the Third movie that's on Netflix right now.
What's that about?
I thought you knew.
I don't know. So like,
okay. Lupin the Third. From what Kyo told me, it's a con man who it basically makes his big score like within the first 4 minutes, but then goes on the rest of the movie trying to find like the mastermind, because all the money that he took was forgery, so he couldn't use it. But it was really good work, like good enough to fool the government, but not Lupin. So I think the rest of the movie is spent trying to find who did the forge. I can't really explain it that well because it was like Kyo gave it to me very vague, and just to make sure like not to spoil anything into it. But he said that I might, or he really thinks that I'll like it when we actually watch it.
I mean, that sounds like a big maybe to me, but cool, right?
Yeah, it's just. I thought you already knew the name Lupin the Third, so that's why I brought it up in the first place.
I don't. I want to throw something else at this question real quick. I want us to dare each other to watch an anime. Doesn't mean we have to watch it, or we try like the first few episodes of it just to like dip our toes, just like a little challenge here. Little challenge. I have one. I'm sure I've watched the Kill la Kill. You threw it at me, so you know what I can digest, right?
Yeah.
So I have one, and I have one in mind that I'm pretty sure you would like to watch. So I'm going to challenge Hotshot to continue watching Blood Sea. That's my challenge for you.
Okay. No deadline or anything, right? I just have to watch Blood Sea.
Well, this year. That it's my challenge. It doesn't mean you're going to do it or have to do it. That's the challenge, though. If you want to take it up.
Okay. All right, that's fair. For you, just because I know you can handle the per side of things, like since you watched Kill la Kill, I'm gonna throw you on the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm gonna throw you on Slice of Life. So I'm gonna throw you to Nichijou, My Ordinary Life.
Okay, all right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Well, I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it goes.
It's incredibly slice of life and incredibly comedy based. It's way more of the cutesy ones than I think anything you've watched.
All right, cool. So mark it down, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, let's go to the next question. I feel like it's your turn, right?
I think it was, yeah. I can't even remember to be
Doesn't
honest.
matter. Who cares? Go ahead.
But you said you wanted to talk on Attack on Titan, so we'll take Tubert Flynn's question. Thoughts on Attack on Titan's newest season being produced by a new studio?
Okay.
I didn't even know they changed studios.
Okay, this is a big controversy for a lot of Attack on Titan fans.
I feel like this one's gonna be you, and I'm basically gonna be responding to it, but I don't really have a say because I didn't even know they changed studios.
Yeah, so basically, Wit Studio produced like every single Attack on Titan season except for the final one, and so you very much know what it looks like, what Attack on Titan looks like. So while I talk Hotshot, maybe just so you can have more input, just Google like animation of Attack on Titan season 4 versus like season 1, just so you have like the biggest difference, just so you really see. Take a moment and do that while I talk. Basically, they changed studios, and now it's a new studio that's doing the animation. It's called Studio Mappa, and this is the studio that actually animated my favorite anime, Zanki no Terror, and has animated a lot of like very popular anime and very good anime. Whenever I watch an anime series, I oftenly see Mappa pop up, and a lot of like the really hardcore Attack on Titan fans, what they will do after every single episode that airs, I will see on my Twitter timeline. It's just like they'll take a screenshot of a character from like season 2, and then they'll compare it to like a screenshot from that episode. They're like, look how poorly animated this year. The Studio Mappa, they're screwing this up. I can't believe like this is a new studio. And they're hating so much on the Studio Mappa being the new studio. Personally, like I've seen the animation from season 4. I love it, and I'm very biased in the sense that this studio has animated my favorite anime, Zanki no Terror. To me, I think the switch is fine, and they're doing a great job, and I don't understand why they're getting all the hate. That's honestly my response. At the end of the day, dude, we're getting a new season. Be happy you got a new season, and if it's pissing you off that much, don't watch it, bro. That's it. Yo, like it's, you know what I mean? Like you can't, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. I understand you're invested in the show and everything, but you just have to accept it. There's no other choice, you know? That's it. And like, don't send a hate to the studio, to Mappa. Like they're doing their job and they're doing the best they can. That's it. And like, if you look at the season 4 animations, Hotshot, like honestly, I think they look fantastic. You know what I mean? Obviously they look different, but they look good.
I mean, it's definitely different from what I'm seeing on here because I'm seeing just like a collection of different, like seasons 1 through 3 as opposed to season 4, like screenshots of characters. Like I'm looking at one of Mikasa right now. For one, in season 4, the picture I'm seeing at least, she looks a lot more masculine, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just a different Mikasa look than I'm used to. But I mean, I'm kind of with you. Like, yeah, different animation style. Oh no, it's different than what it was before. So it's a new season. I mean that's kind of what you need to focus on more. It's just like, yeah, it looks a little different, but I mean the characters are still the characters. The fight is still the same fight. It's just you need to look more than just like how it looks in a lot of places. Like if they changed actors or voice actors for one thing, then that I can kind of understand more. But different animation style, like look at how many different Pokemon there are. For example, there's a ton of different Pokemon iterations, and it's always Ash is the main character, but it's always like there's different animation styles or different studios that handle the animation for it, and people still like those just fine. So why should this really be any different?
Exactly. Like to me, it's not like it's
I
not
don't know.
that deep.
To me, it's not really all that deep. It's just like, oh, it looks different. Okay. But if you ask an animator like Kyo, he'll probably have some words to say about it.
No, for sure. The other thing too that I want to say is that you have to consider that like this anime, this season 4 is like a long time after season 3 part 2. Like to the point where like the first few episodes Aaron's not even around, you know? It's like we're in a new world where like there's new characters, and the first few episodes are like, okay, it's like setting in to what we are, and the characters are much older. Plus, like, just watch the fights, man. The fights are fantastic with the animation. I also want to go back to what I said earlier. I want to eulogize and take a moment. Spoiler alert for the season that we're for Attack on Titan, and Hotshot has been spoiled, so it's okay. Potato Girl, you will be missed. We love you so much, and the way you went out was so frustrating. Like, of all the ways to go out, I was like, that's not how really end a. I mean, I just thought of like the bond of like John, Connie, and Sasha, and I was always like, oh, we're never gonna have that chemistry ever again. And I feel like her death is gonna be, you know, and it's so in character. The last thing she was asking for before like passing away was meat. She was like, I want meat, as she's like bleeding out, and then she dies like that. It was like such a Sasha way to go out, you know what I mean? And that
Just
scene,
wanting food.
yeah, just wanting food, you know. And then they eulogize her in the next episode. After that, they go to her grave and everything, and she shows up in a couple of flashbacks, and it just hurts even more. But yeah, Potato Girl was like definitely one of my favorite characters too. Oh man, and the most recent episode, it touches back on like other stuff that she did. It's crazy. Like they keep bringing her back in these like flashbacky ways, and it bugs me because I'm like, but she's not there anymore. I don't know if you want to say anything to that, Hotshot, but yeah.
I mean, from what I saw in the show and from what I played in the games, talk about show aspect first. Sasha just kind of immediately grabbed my heart just because like really all she wants to do is hunt, but she'll still stick up for her friends when things go through. And in the games, I would always like try to get her in my party or try to like level up the relationship stat with her and try and learn her side story and everything else. Like she would always be the one that I go to first for it. And then just to one day be on, I know I'm like far behind on Attack on Titan anyway, so I don't really have anyone to blame but me for it. But to just see a post, let alone from Jaden, to just see no context rip and then a picture of potato, I'm just like, oh no. And then the next day I just saw a flood of it. I'm like, oh no.
It like
so I'm just like, yeah, I don't really care about spoilers anymore because my favorite character is dead. So
I just want to say to that, like my newsfeed was so flooded, and like Potato Girl was trending on Twitter, guys. Like that's how deep this thing ran, because that's how loved the character is. And there's basically the way she goes out. Is it okay if I say how she goes out? Because you already know she's out, right?
Yeah, I already know she's dead. So
okay. So basically, there's this girl called Gabby who's the enemy. I'm just gonna play it like that. I'm really gonna try to be as non-spoilery. She manages to get into the airship as the main squad is flying away from a big battle, and she manages to get a pistol, and she shoots Sasha, and Sasha just gets shot right in the stomach and just falls down and dies right away. And they tried to like stop the bleeding, but it's impossible. Everyone's freaking out and everything. And I just saw this alternate version video on YouTube, and it's like how it should have ended actually. And it's just like Gabby shows up in the plane. She has the gun, and she just gets shot in the head right away. And we're like, there, Sasha's still alive in this alternate universe. We're like, yeah, that's how it should have gone. Gabby should have never shot Sasha. So it's this like hurtful thing that happened, and it's unfortunate, but at the same time, you know that someone's gonna die in Attack on Titan every season. You know, like one of the main-ish characters is gonna pass away. It just happens in every season.
I mean, when you have a big collection of main characters like that, especially, yeah, it is gonna happen. It's just, I mean, I'm not really surprised as much as I am upset that it just so happened to be Sasha as opposed to say like Connie or something. But at the same time, she just gets fucking shot. It's not even a Titan. Okay, now I really am upset.
Yeah. No, it really. Anyways, let's go to the next question. I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna pick. Because there's a couple of really good ones left. Let's see. I'm gonna go with this one. By Rach Elf. I don't know if that's a tag. Anyways, what is podcasting about anime like? that's a really meta question, you know? We're talking about podcasting about anime on an anime podcast. I don't know how to answer this. I love podcasting about anime. We've been doing this for years and years, and it's a lot of fun. If you enjoy it a lot and you're doing it with the right people, it's the best. It's the best. It's amazing to like get together with your people and to talk about your favorite shows and to broadcast that to an audience that leaves you feedback and that it leaves you comments and everything. It's a great way to help others and to just be a part of the anime community online. I personally really, really enjoy it. I don't know what you want to say to that, Hotshot. What is it like podcasting about anime?
I mean, I enjoy it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it on repeat for 100+ episodes.
Literally.
It's just, I mean, one of my favorite things to do to friends is just like talk about shows that we've seen, and like one of my absolute favorite things to do is like throw on a movie or something with Kyo, and we just like rip into it. Like a day or two ago, we threw on Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat, and the entire way through, we were just ripping into it. It's kind of the same way with podcasters, or only the thing is, since I don't get to talk to Jaden every day, and since he's a friend of mine in another country, that this podcast helped us become better friends in the first place. It really kind of means more to me than you think, especially since with before this podcast, the only anime that I really watched was Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Soul Eater, and that was really about all that I had going for me in the anime world. But then since doing this, it threw me back into the world of anime, like One Punch or Hero Academia, or as much as it pains me to say it, Terran Resonance, just to see like the different variety of anime out there. So it kind of opens your eyes when you think about it.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's just fun because it's another way of just talking to a friend about shows that you watch and like either ripping into them or just giving your opinions. It'd be about the same thing as like podcasting about like a TV show or anything, I'd say. It's just like talking to a friend about something you've seen.
Yes, and all I want to add to that is Ratch, if you are ever thinking about starting a podcast about anime, you can definitely do it. In fact, if you want to come on as a guest, you know, just pressing that question, feel free to do so. And that's an invitation to anyone else. If anyone else wants to come on as a guest and you got the equipment and you got the voice for it, you got the chops to podcast about the amazing universe of anime, then we will definitely consider you. Yes. That's how I'm going to end that one.
All right, that's fair.
Go ahead, Hotshot. Pick you the next question.
All right. I'm going to choose Evlium Ugu. I'm so sorry. You have 24 hours left to live. What anime do you finish?
Do you finish? So we have to have started it.
I'm going to just go through my joke answer because fuck everything. I pick One Piece.
I was going to say the same thing. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know what anime I would finish. What anime would I finish? I guess I would finish... Dude, I don't know what anime... 24 hours left to... This is like one of those I don't know what I would do situations. You know what? Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon, bro.
Okay, so obviously, like One Piece, there's no way in hell that I'd be able to finish it. But if I wanted to take on a daunting task, which is one that I've kind of currently taken on, I would watch as many iterations of Pokemon as I could.
Oh my gosh.
That is an undertaking. And I'm actually currently doing that. And let me tell you, it takes more than 24 hours.
I
mean, go for it.
No, you go ahead, please.
But I mean, it really is just like, what anime do you finish? It's just like, okay, I have like maybe 2 episodes left of finishing this, or I have like half a season left of this. It's just like, if I do it that way, I'm going to have more than one anime that I finish. So I'm just going to go balls to the walls just watching one for that whole 24 hours. So just like, well, it was a good last day on Earth. Blah.
I love how like the answer also is like you have to watch anime. You can't go see your loved ones one last time or anything. Like you have to sit down in your living room, pull up Netflix and binge.
Look, you can call them and say, "Hey, I know I'm gonna die in 24 hours, but I can't leave this couch. Why? Pikachu just jumped off a cliff. I want to see what happens.
I gotta catch them all, Mom. You don't get it.
You have 13 hours left. Yeah, and I still haven't caught them all."
You're just like running around your backyard on Pokemon Go, like, where are you? Where are you?
I found you. Damn it! Don't run away from me.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's
And that's
go
also
on.
another thing. Like
yeah.
if I'm watching Pokemon, I can also play the game.
Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh. I guess it's your turn, right?
No, I picked that one.
Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and a question by Tev Bork. What anime are you currently watching? I am currently watching Boruto, Attack on Titan, Juju no Kaisen, and this other anime I found on Netflix called Cells at Work, which is a really good one.
I haven't started it yet, but it looks so hilarious.
It's ridiculous. Like every episode is like another disease, and the blood cells have to like are freaking out. Every episode.
So it's like Osmosis. It's like Osmosis Jones, the anime.
I don't know what Osmosis Jones is.
Oh God, you need an education. Search up Osmosis Jones when we're done here. It's hilarious.
Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm currently watching.
All right. For me, I'm actually watching a few. Well, watching is kind of subjective, but watching a few. I'm catching up on My Hero Academia. I'm watching the second season of One Punch Man, and I've started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, those are all really good ones.
I didn't even know that you knew about JoJo, to be honest. It doesn't really seem like your thing.
No, I know about JoJo. I watched a few episodes. I had a buddy in university who put me on it. I watched a few of those episodes, and I just kind of fell out of it. But like, it's definitely a really good anime that I should get into.
I fell into it thanks to Kyo and CJ talking me into it, and well, CJ talked Kyo into it first, and then Kyo talked me into it. So I watched a few episodes. I put it down, but I'm still kind of watching it. But on a recent kick, I watched through the entirety of Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh my gosh,
like
really?
to the point where Kyo was just getting frustrated with me. So I watched the entirety of Sun and Moon, and I watched what Netflix has to offer so far on Pokemon Journeys.
Wow. That's
So like I said, I've been on a massive Pokemon kick for a little while.
I personally, Pokemon has always been that anime that I know you love because of the video games, and no wonder you want to watch that show for your last 24 hours.
I'll watch it again. There's other Pokemons I haven't watched. I'll watch Black and White. I'll watch X and Y. I'll watch Diamond and Pearl.
I gotta watch them all.
I
gotta catch them all
in that order.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go to the next question. That's a pretty short answerable one.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Is it still? No, wait. No, I just did that one. No.
No. Oh wait, yeah, you did that one. That's my bad. Sorry.
All good.
Okay. So Sophia Chen asks, "Who is best girl?"
Okay.
Now,
so
do you know what that means? I know what that means, but do you know what that means?
I am reading it straight off of a Urban Dictionary. A best girl is a female character in an anime or video game series that is subjectively chosen to be the best. The term best girl is used by fans to express their opinion on their favorite character being superior to other based on individual traits they may possess as well as their abilities. You know what?
Well,
Sasha.
as I stated earlier,
Sasha.
Yeah, Potato Girl.
Potato Girl. Potato Girl.
Potato Girl is best girl.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Potato Girl.
Look, you could have obviously Jaden couldn't, but Sophia, you could have a conversation with me all day long about who best girls are. Jaden, I feel like that conversation would be very, very short, so I'm just gonna keep it to his level and just say Potato Girl is best girl and move on from there.
But I would argue that Bulma is the OG best girl.
She might be your OG best girl.
But you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, think of it this way. Who is the very first female anime character that really, like, had an impact on you?
Misty.
Yeah, fair enough. But I feel like...
I didn't know Dragon Ball yet.
Like, to me, Misty or Misty or Misty? Misty,
like,
sorry.
Mist.
Yeah, Misty. Misty was obviously one that had a big impact on a lot of kids from the 90s like us. But I feel like Bulma is a close second to her. Bulma was, so prevalent in the first Dragon Ball series, catching all those Dragon Balls. And,
okay, but who is best girl is very, very subjective. Like,
yeah.
To you, who is best girl?
Yeah. Bulma.
So to you, would
Bulma.
To you, would it be
it's
Bulma?
Bulma.
Okay.
She's got to catch them all, bro. All the Dragon Balls.
Mine is Angel Woman.
Wait, what? You switched. We can't both switch on Potato Girl, though.
All right, I'll keep mine Potato Girl.
Yeah. Come on, bro. You can't do Potato Girl like that. You know?
Look, all series deserve one best girl. So
yeah.
I'll keep mine Potato Girl. I'll keep my answer for this Potato Girl. Like I said, I could go on a conversation like this for hours, but with Jaden, I feel like that'd be a very stale conversation very quickly.
Sophia, feel free to DM Hotshot on Twitter and talk about best girls with him.
Oh God.
All right. Next question. I'm gonna answer Ariana Connell's question. What anime do you wish you wrote? Attack on Titan. Like that, Sasha wouldn't have died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not entirely wrong. You're not entirely
wrong. In all
wrong.
seriousness, I wish. Which anime do I wish I wrote? I wish I wrote.
It's
Cowboy
kind of a
Bebop.
weird one, to be honest.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, because Cowboy Bebop is so influential.
That's why.
Yeah, it's had such a big impact, and yeah. You know what? I wish I wrote the Death Note live action. I would have just not written it, and then none of this would have happened.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing about Terran Resonance.
Okay, next question. But in all seriousness,
my actual answer would be My Hero Academia, just because as perfect as the show is already, it's just in the world where I want to mess around and play with just characters with superpowers and everything else. Like superheroes and anime are two of my favorite things, and that meshes them perfectly in my eyes. Like One Punch is great, but it doesn't really do much in terms of hero aspect for me as much as Hero Academia does.
I see what you mean. Fair enough. Okay, Hotshot, we have 2 questions left. A very long and serious one, and a completely joke one. Which one would you like to go first with?
I'll do the joke one, because last time we did a Q&A, you made me read the absolute atrocity that was the long one of the Naruto breakdown.
Yeah, how would you watch Naruto again, Hotshot? I forget.
By putting in one disc after the other after finishing the other disc.
If you watch episode 1 through 5, take a break from 6 to 8, okay? And then watch 9 through 12, and then you can skip 13.
JaianMusic, shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
All right, so Lucas Laborator. Again, I'm so sorry.
Try again. Laboratory? I actually know this person personally. Please attempt.
Oh shit, Lucas Laborator.
I feel like it's more Italian, like Liberatore.
You said you know them personally. What do you mean you feel like it's more Italian?
Okay, next question. Go ahead. just...
All right, Lucas asks, what is a Kamehameha?
What is a Kamehameha? What is
that? That is a fake word.
No, it's a Kamehameha. He just his phone obviously glitched on the typo there, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I can totally see that.
So what is a Kamehameha?
It's a move known to Roshi, Goku, Yamcha, Piccolo. That one time he tried, he could do it. Gohan, and I'm pretty sure Trunks at one point.
There's more that I feel there's more characters that can do it. Like Boo could do it.
Boo can do it. Sal can do it. Videl can't do it, right? She doesn't have key techniques.
I feel like she had like small key techniques in video games. I don't think she can do it no, I don't think so.
Said Krillin already. Goten. I didn't say Goten. Gotenks.
I have a huge list.
It's a move known by most of the Dragon Ball characters.
Dude,
only if they're good guys though.
There's actually
with a couple bad guy exceptions.
On the wiki, dude. Yeah. And actually Videl's on there. But for the interested,
okay.
Speedrun right here. Grandpa Gohan, Goku, Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, Goku's doll, Future Goku, Frieza, Cell, Future Cell, Majin, Ozoto, Cell Jr.'s Goten, Trunks, Gotenks, Innocent Boo, Evil Boo, Super Boo, Kid Boo, Vegeta, Goku Black, Zeno, Future Zeno, Oob, Pan, Baby, Shadow Goku, Naturon, Shenron, Goku, Vegeta, Videl, Bardock, Future Zamasu, Captain Ginyu, Future Warrior 2, Beat, Note, Mira, Android 21, Shaliot, Goku, and Roshi again. Yeah, there you go.
So basically, you have to learn Kamehameha if you want to make it at all in Dragon Ball and not be forgotten.
Yeah. They have a really interesting definition here on the wiki. Kamehameha is the first energy attack shown in the Dragon Ball series. The Kamehameha is the most widely used finishing attack in the Dragon Ball series, and it's Goku's signature technique. It is also a signature attack of the students of the Eternal School. Formed when cupped hands are drawn to the user's side and ki is concentrated into a single point between the cupped hands. The hands are then thrust forward to shoot out a streaming, powerful beam of energy. The blast can also be used generally under extenuating circumstances with just one arm or even the feet. In most variants, the user utters the words Kamehameha as they charge and release the attack. Master Roshi's Kamehameha is called the original Kamehameha in the Budokai Tenkaichi series and requires some time to charge. Yeah, and then there's like Super Kamehameha, Big Bang Kamehameha, Max Power Kamehameha, Reverse Kamehameha, Bending Kamehameha, True Kamehameha, God Kamehameha. Dude, there's literally like tens of 20s, maybe there's like 100 variants of this move. It's crazy.
Dude, Instant Kamehameha, which is my favorite.
Oh yeah, with the we could literally do a whole episode breaking down this Kamehameha technique.
Oh God. Look, I know you didn't ask what a Kamehameha was. It was just a joke, but at the same time, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun. All right, let's anything else you want to say, Hotshot, or should we go to the final question?
Kamehameha is awesome. That's what it is.
Exactly. It is awesome. Hope we answered your question, Luca, and hope you're doing well. Okay, so let's answer Katrina Sears' question. This is a long one, so bear with me. Hotshot, I'm going to read this, and I really want you to follow along with me so you could be like the big answer of this one. All right, so okay. Katrina asks, at what point can you be considered an otaku? When you only really, really, really like one anime, ? When you see various shows but don't care much for them, ? Do you have to only see anime to be an otaku, ? And then she replied to that by saying, I haven't seen anime since 5 years ago, but intensely watched it as a teen. Am I an otaku? My partner has never seen anything other than Dragon Ball Z until recently when he binged watched Attack on Titan. Loves it. Is he an otaku? Okay, thanks for considering my question. Bye. Yeah. Is Katrina an otaku?
Honestly, I feel like otaku, like, if you have to ask if you are one, I would say no. Because otaku, like, you kind of know if you're an otaku because you're absolutely obsessed with, like, the anime culture or different animes, or, like, if you're obsessed with one kind of anime, that just means you're a super mega fan of, like, that one show. If you're an otaku, it just, like, widens up the scope in my eyes. Like, say you have anime statues, anime manga, anime DVD collection, anime games, posters, merch, stuff like that. If you're a fan of one, I would say you're just a fan of that one anime, and like everything else, like, yeah, okay. But otaku, I feel like it's one of those stats where you would already know, like, without asking. Like, just either proudly say I'm an otaku, or just even meekly say I'm an otaku. If you have to ask about it, don't really think so.
You see, I have a bit of a differing opinion on this. I feel like if you consume anime and you consume more than the average person, which the average person doesn't consume any, I feel like you are an otaku in a certain sense. I don't think that like it's a black or white thing, or it's a or B or 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Like, if you watched a few animes and you love them and you're starting to get into it and you're watching a few here and there, which I feel like Katrina is a little bit with her partner watching this show or this other show, you definitely can see that there's an interest. And so, yeah, you could consider yourself to be an otaku to some extent. You're not like a full-blown anime nerd otaku, but I don't feel like otaku is automatically like the huge anime nerd, you know? You could be a bit of an otaku by enjoying a few shows, which I feel like is what Katrina is currently doing. So that's the other thing too. I personally don't want people to feel like otaku is like this exclusive club where you have to watch this many series, or if you ask about being an otaku, you're not one. No, dude, if you enjoy anime and you're into it and you watch a few, not as much as others, you could be a bit of an otaku, and that's cool. I don't think it's like, you know.
Okay, I can respect that. Just I mean, I feel like otaku does have an actual definition, but at the same time, with like people who call themselves otakus, it's taken more of a like a house name more than anything else, where like people can bend the rules or like maybe not make any rules, just give themselves the title. Really, it's just like. Am I an otaku? Just like if you want to give yourself that title, sure, then yeah, be an otaku. If you don't, then you're not. It's just kind of one of those things where like you don't have to earn to be in it. You know what I mean? It
It's
just
not like a
seems
club.
like it. No, it's not a club. It's just something that you can call yourself if you so desire to.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you.
Several different opinions. Like if you introduce yourself as an otaku to someone who has watched way more anime than you, or someone who like doesn't even know what anime is, you're going to get two very different responses. Someone who's watched way more like might even start quizzing you and just say, no, you're not, you're fake. And someone who hasn't even heard of anime would just be like, oh my god, you know so much. It's just like you're going to run into different opinions on that no matter where you go.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you consider yourself to be an otaku, Hotshot?
Honestly, I kind of do, yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just because like I fallen in love with anime culture. Like, yeah, I may not watch as many as like the usual otaku, but I play a lot of anime games. I have a lot of anime figures. I have a lot of anime merch, stuff like that. I even get an otaku box every month via subscription with a whole bunch of anime merch inside it.
Good. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think you are one. I think at the start of the podcast when you started, you were like a little bit of one, but now like the damage is done.
Yeah, damage is done. I'm corrupted. I'm never gonna recover.
Exactly. All right, let's I think that's everything we have to say, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we answered all the questions. I don't have anything else.
I do not. No. All right, let's go
All right,
ahead
so
and
let's go ahead and
Hotshot.
close out.
Yeah, wrap it up for me.
All right, guys. I guess we'll start with the plugs. So this is just our most thrown in there. Like, okay, let's end this already. All right, you guys can go ahead and find me on Twitter at Caution Ginger. You guys can also find me over here on YouTube on my channel Hotshot Ginger, where I talk about the darker underside of anime, where Jaden refuses to go, with GoProkyo in our podcast called PonsuCast. And you guys can find me right here on Jaden's channel doing anime podcasters.
The artwork for
And actually,
anime...
sorry, I'm not just on anime podcasters anymore. I'm also a part of our new series that we just launched called Get Back Your Hotshot, an audio play where Jaden wants nothing more than to be the best anime duo or best podcast duo in the world, where I couldn't give two rats' asses. So please go ahead and check us over on there to just watch me suffer through Jaden's horrible antics.
I'm so happy that that series is out, and I'm so glad it's like it's finally all out there, and all that project was like locked up for the longest time, and it went through so many different transformations. And for the few people who have watched it, they've the response I've been getting in my DMs has been like overwhelmingly positive, and like, oh my god, that was the funniest thing ever. And a lot of poor hotshot, and I have to tell them it's fake. It's like a story. It's a cartoon. It's actually like that's not what actually happened.
Don't tell him it's fake. Don't lie to him.
Hotshot, can you for the record, is any of what happened in Get Back Your Hotshot true that ever happened to you in real life? Please be honest here.
Well, I haven't been evicted.
I'm just saying, I'm not
I
that
haven't
crazy
lost
in real
a
life.
job yet.
I'm not that crazy in real life, guys. Come on.
Yeah, but you give yourself the air of being that crazy, so you are that crazy.
All right. Let's plug GoProkyo. He does all of the artwork for anime podcasters. He is available for commission. Go check him out at GoProkyo all over social media. Links are in the description for that. He's available for commission. He does beautiful artwork. His rates are very affordable. Definitely, if you need any animation, any drawings, anything artwork related, GoProkyo is your guy. I'm telling you right now, you will not be disappointed at all. He responds quickly. He's super efficient, and there's a reason why he's the best in the game. So go check out at GoProkyo. And for myself, you can find me on JaianMusic.com. That's my website. You can hire me for freelance audio services such as music, mixing, composition, sound design, mastering, audio restoration, anything you need for audio and music. I am your guy. And you can follow me at JaianMusic on social media. The podcast is at Anime Podcasters on Facebook, and you can find us in your favorite podcatcher. Please feel free to leave us a review, a like, a thumbs up, a comment, any sort of interaction we appreciate. And I'm going to just do a bit of a call out here. If anyone out there has an anime business, a small anime business, anything they would like to promote on the podcast, and we're looking to maybe get a sponsor this year. I'm putting this at the end of the episode because this is very much a work in progress. That it'd be a cool thing to achieve this year. So if anyone would like to be promoted on Anime Podcasters and sponsor us, we would love to talk to you about that. You can DM the Facebook page about that, or at JaianMusic on any social media, or contact me through my website. We would really appreciate that. So for myself, for Hotshot, last thing, next episode, Azric is coming back, dude. I'm so excited to have Azric on. He does these live streams on Twitch. He's a really talented guy. Every time we've had him on, we talked about death, or we did the Pokemon charity episode as well. Really quick, Hotshot, are you excited for Azric?
I mean, I'm always a fan of having Azric on.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
Actually, there was one time where he was on where we didn't talk about death.
Yeah, we broke the cycle.
There's only one time.
Yeah, and if you're interested to be a guest on the podcast, feel free to contact us. I really want to get as many guests as possible this year, and really get one episode, one guest, one episode, no guest. That would be a really cool cycle to have. So that's everything. We'll be talking about Assassination Classroom next in the month of March. So for myself, Hotshot, and everybody else at Anime Podcasters, this has been another episode of
Anime Podcasters.
Nail, why have you not uploaded the podcast?
Bye.
Bye, guys.